Hey, welcome back to Shane's Soldering Station. Today's episode, we're doing, it's not a review, it's actually an unboxing and first impressions of the Atari 2600 Pac-Man Edition. And I've been waiting to do this episode because I actually got this on launch day, but I couldn't film the episode because I wanted to have another game to show with it, and I had to wait on Dig Dug, and it literally got here the day I'm filming this. I got home from work and literally just started filming this episode. So, also I want to mention, I don't know how well it's coming up back there, but we're up to 62 subscribers. We're getting there. We're almost 75. We're getting close. So let's keep that momentum going. All right. So yeah, we're gonna unbox this bad boy, see what it's all got going on in there, and then we'll hook it up to the monitor, and then we'll see what it's all about. Let's get her over onto the table. All right. Well, we got the 2600 on the table here. Let's open this guy up, huh? Yeah, I think there's gonna be a little sticky thing here. Let's open that. Yeah, I love that. It was love at first bite. Yes, it was. I think I got my parents bought a 2600 back when I was like 6 or 7. Oh boy, look at that. That is awesome. That yellow really stands out. And oh man, I'm kind of bummed about I got Dig Dug here. I also ordered the inky blue Atari 2600 controller, but unfortunately that is not going to be here for a while yet. I looked it up to see when it was possibly shipping, and it still said pre-orders under it. So, and I'm lucky I got the blue one because the blue one and the red one sold out. So, but let's get back into this. I gotta try to make this stay so I don't have to hold it because otherwise it's gonna block the light. All right. Well, we got the 2600 here itself, and that is very, very cool. The Pac-Man yellow is awesome, and then that on the front. I'm not sure, but I do believe that this lights up. I'm not sure, but I thought it might light up. And what's so awesome about this, oop, geez, sorry again, folks, for bumping the camera. Spin this around. Just a quick say this. People that film this way for unboxings and stuff like that, I salute you. Okay, this is a very awkward way of filming, but yeah, right there. HDMI for Atari. Come on, how cool is that? All right, so I'm gonna set the Atari aside here. Let me move something out of the way. I'm gonna set the Atari over here. And what else we got going on? We've got, oh, that's very cool. A book. I'm just gonna let that go. Push that back here. Okay. Hey, I got an idea. There we go. Look at that. Little ingenuity. Yeah. Oh man. See, this is the kind of stuff I miss. We don't get this kind of stuff anymore. You know, we used to get manuals with your games. Nice glossy color manuals. Look at that artwork. Come on. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. The ghosts. That's great. Alright, so that's the book. What else we got going on here? We got a quick start guide. But you know what? My generation, we didn't need this stuff. We didn't need no quick start guides. We knew how to put that stuff up, didn't we? Let me get this out first. I believe this is gonna be the... Ooh, cool. Okay. So, there's the Pac-Man double feature game cartridge. So this has the 2600 and the 7800 version on it, which is super cool. Man, that's awesome. That is so cool. I have not held a brand new. I mean, I've got an original 2600 sitting in my game room and stuff, and plenty of 2600 games. But to hold a brand new game like this, that's something else. So cool. So cool. Alright, what else do we got goings on? There's something else in here, like I said. I'm pretty sure this is going to be... Okay, we got USB-C cable. Got some dongles here. Ah, there it is. There's the Pac-Man controller. Oops, let me get this out of the way. And then get this back in the frame, because this is really what we want to see, right? Look at that. That is super cool. God, I wish I had the Inky controller here too to show you guys. That, yeah. I'll do a short little video when I do get the Inky controller and stuff, maybe a 2-3 minute video just to kind of show it off and stuff. Yeah, that's, man, that does feel, it feels like the old controller, but it does kind of feel a little bit nicer, so very cool. Alright, what else we got going on here? How do I open this? Do not want to ruin any of these boxes. Go. That is another USB-C cable. Probably, yep, HDMI. And from what I can tell, let me just kind of swing this the other way. I don't see anything else. Get this back in the frame here. Let me open this side just to make sure there's, yep, nothing else. Alright. Kind of a big box for those more cables, but whatever, that's cool. That is cool. Alright. I'm going to pack this back up and then we'll open the, we'll open up Dig Dug and take a look at that. Back in a second. Alright, well, here we go. We've got the Dig Dug for the 7800, but we'll play on the 2600 plus. Let's check this out, and it's got the story here. Dig Dug, the intrepid explorer, is determined to find out what has been ruining his garden. Armed with his crafty wiles, creative mind, and the world's most powerful air pump, Dig Dug will not stop until he's dug every hole and defeated every garden-destroying monster in Earth's depths. It's pretty intense. Alright, well, let's open it up, being very careful not to ruin thy box. I wish I would have thought of this kind of stuff when I was younger and still had my Atari boxes today, but I don't. Alright, did I cut that enough? Let's see. There we go. Side. All right. And yes, I will try to leave that plastic on that box as long as it'll stay there. Alright, go. And slide that out. Look at there. Oh, yeah, another nice big color manual. Got her game. Awesome. Love that cartridge. End label. Heck yeah. Very, very cool. Now, when I was a kid, I did get Dig Dug brand new for the 2600 back in the day. Let's take a look at this manual, because, man, this is just awesome stuff. Man, that is nice. And it does. It looks just like they did back in the day. Very, very cool. Take heed, game companies. This kind of stuff needs to come back. Very, very cool. All right. So that's what our game looks like here. And all right, let's get the 2600 plus hooked up to the monitor so we can check out Dig Dug. But first, we'll check out the Pac-Man cartridge, because I mean, it's the Pac-Man edition, right? Got to check out Pac-Man first. So back in a second. Alright, got everything set over here to get hooked up to the monitor. I already took the liberty and hooked the HDMI up to the back of the monitor, so ain't gonna bother. You don't have to see me doing that. So I'm gonna get the power hooked up, get the HDMI plugged into the back of this guy, and we're gonna play some Atari 2600 Plus. All right. All right, we're all hooked up. Oh, before we get into that, I almost forgot. I wanted to mention this. When I was opening Dig Dug, because I thought this was just hilarious, especially for a cart game. I'm going to get in here, see if I can get that to focus. So you can just take a look and read this red sticker here for just a second. Being in my generation for a cart game, that is funny as can be. All right, so let's get into this and get going. So we're gonna start with the Pac-Man cart, of course. Plug that in. Let me switch the input here, and let's fire it up. Oh yeah, it does light up. That's awesome. That's awesome. And this is all fully charged. Loading game, huh? You know, I should have turned it on to see if there was anything like what it does without a game in it. Ha! Look at that. Awesome. And what's really cool is there's dip switches on here. I didn't look at the instructions, which I should have, and I will, but that's too cool. Because I gotta imagine it's for switching between the different games. I believe this is going to be like the 7800. Alright, so let's give this a go. Hopefully, this should work. Oh, yep, I think I gotta, yeah. Let me, I think I gotta link up to the console here. Okay. If I had a dunce cap, I'd throw it on because I'm a dunce at this point. I forgot to plug in the dongle. So, let's get this plugged in. There we go, get in there. That's a good fit in there. At least that ain't gonna come out. So, push the button here. There we go. And I believe we're synced up. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Now we're munching. Oh, man, this controller. Oh. Yeah, the controller feels really good. Oh, I didn't go far enough. Got it. All right, so that's Pac-Man 7800 version. I'm gonna turn this off, and then I'm gonna do a quick look to see what dip switch I have to switch, and then we'll try the 2600 version. All right, so I figured out what dip switch had to be switched to switch it to the 2600 version. So let's check it out. All right, turn this back on, and since this likes to switch back, here we go. I'll give it a little bit more volume here. And there. is the Pac-Man, Atari 2600 Pac-Man. Yeesh. But, alright, let's give it a go. Yeah, isn't that something? Many hours of a kid playing this, because this is the only Pac-Man I had. This one I'm not hopeful of clearing the board. Oh, are you kidding me? You saw that, right? Oh! See, and the controlling was never that good on this one. Yeah, I like I said, I didn't have much hope on clearing the board on that. Alright, well, that's the Pac-Man double feature cartridge. Let's check out Dig Dug, shall we? Actually, I want to check out the... That's cool. The black and white switch works. And try that with the 7800 version. I don't know if that works for the 7800 version. But, and boy, that really holds on to the games. Let's get Dig Dug. This is going to... Yep, I knew that was going to switch back. Alright. Dig Dug in. Back to this. Atari on. I love that lights up. That is so cool. Maybe I'll have to turn the lights off so you can see it. And I'll get behind the camera. I'll zoom in on it too. Because that's really nice. Nice little touch. Dig Dug, baby. I love Dig Dug. Big difference from the 2600, that's for sure. 2600 version, that's for sure. There we go, just like that. Dig Dug's my jam. Oh, no. Right after I say that, right? Oh. Yeah, I had to go open my mouth. Now I'm not doing good. That's how you do that. Alright. So that's Dig Dug and the Pac-Man double feature. Here, let's see. Hey. Nice, that's a pause. So the black and white button on the 7800 games pauses it. Super cool. I like that. What else we got going on? So let's unpause it. I'm gonna... Ah, okay. Nice, so you can kind of select levels, it looks like. Players, okay. Ah, alright. Neat. Alright, very cool, very cool. Alright. That really holds on to the games, doesn't it? So, there you go. That's the Atari 2600 Plus Pac-Man Edition. I like it. It's really cool. It's nice to be able to play Atari games on HDMI and have them be really nice and clear. I remember just I had one laying around, but those stupid little RF switch boxes that never worked out of the box, and having to play with that kind of stuff and just it being complete crap. But this is nice. Do I recommend getting one? Absolutely. If you're into Atari and stuff like that, this is it's a solid buy. That's for sure. And it will play original Atari 2600 games and 7800 games as well. So, I mean, you can't miss out. If you got an old collection and, you know, don't have the Atari anymore, there you go. Perfect. And wireless Atari controllers, come on. And yeah, I don't know if I gave a good look up there or show that, but got a little Pac-Man on there. That's super cool. I like I said again, I wish I had the inky blue controller that I ordered here, but you know, can't always have that. But I do have some other games coming, so who knows? Maybe I'll just do a review of those games, and I should have that controller by then. So, and the reissue of Dig Dug, and yeah, the overall thing with these manuals and stuff being just like the originals. Well, I know this is like the original because I had the original for 2600, and then they really didn't change much for 7800. But I mean, they kind of made what they did is split it up. The manuals in here, so you have the 7800 manual and you have the 2600 manual in here, which is very cool. So yeah, I mean, if you're an Atari head and stuff like that, this is a no-brainer whatsoever. And I mean, all the cool little features, it's Pac-Man yellow, you know, you definitely got a winner here. So yes, I definitely recommend getting it if you're an Atari fan. I will leave the link for this and Dig Dug in there down in the description, so if you are interested in going buying one, you'll have a link for that. So until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe, keep that solder flowing, and I'll see you on the next one.